Yo, what's good, YouTube? Y'all already know, man. It's your boy LeBron, female rapper Lee. I'm back with another video. So, you already know how it go. Please make sure that you come in. Please make sure that you thumbs up this video. Please hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time I go
Is
live.
mad that they nachos. Shout out my vatos. Shout out the hoes that's watching me like my vatos. Click. On them.
Yeah. So listen, y'all already see this in the title. Nicki lied, and we gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? Little Kim, Ice Spice, TT. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that. So also Megan Thee Stallion is coming. We're gonna talk about Cardi B. She responded to some, that the situation regarding BAPS. We're gonna talk about that. And then BIG LTTO. She took a dip. So we're gonna talk about all of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been on here in a few days, but I'm back now and it is what it is. Whenever I'm not on here, I'm busy. I'm trying to get to the money. So Megan Thee Stallion, the one that said that Don Julio by the gallon living out in Calabasas, got her bachelor's, not trying to get her master's, but the truth is Kelsey did them classes. So we're gonna proceed into the news. Megan is coming back to to the game, and she's gonna be at the NBA All-Star Week. Well, not I'm sorry, not NBA All-Star. She's gonna be officially headlining the NCAA March Madness Music Festival in Houston. So Megan Thee Stallion, all right. This was announced yesterday. So Megan Thee Stallion to headline AT&T Block Party at the 2023 NCAA March Madness Music Festival. Megan Thee Stallion is confirmed to headline the AT&T Block Party as part of the 2023 NCAA March Madness Music Festival, Friday, March 31st. Hailing from Houston, Megan is the three-time Grammy-winning recording artist, a philanthropist, and entrepreneur. From earning a Billboard Hot #1 with Savage remix featuring Beyonce and the other chick with the dynamic Traumazine, Megan has proven to be unstoppable. This sounds like another one of those Forbes magazine articles. Like whoever's the writer, they be doing their thing. Shout out to, I like good penmanship. So yeah, so the 3-day music festival, March 31st to April 2nd, held in Discovery Park, Houston, will provide fans with a star-studded entertainment during the men's Final Four weekend. So okay, Megan's making a return. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm honestly interested to hear new music from Megan. Like, ain't y'all like, listen, I want to see what she been working on. I want to see how she gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? I really so, whatever. So let's talk about Little Kim. So she posted these photos. She's currently trending on Twitter too. I think she's trending for you. And I think any of you all, if you're ever in the talks of female rap commentary and stuff like that, typically what's trending for you is the things that you click on and you're involved with a lot. So that doesn't mean that it's trending worldwide, but if you're a female rap fan, you're going to see it trending. So I looked at and I found these videos. Also, I found videos of her, getting it off to Ice Spice songs with her daughter there. I thought that was cute. Little Kim was playing those lyrics around her daughter. So let's see if people make a big thing about that. Anyway, the point of even bringing her up is I think that she looks cute, Doesn't matter. I know some people might try to say, oh, she uses Facetune or whatever. I think Little Kim looks cute. I personally do. And I think that is dope that she feeds her fans all the time. So Little Kim was on Instagram, and let me play this real quick. Hold on. So yeah, she was on Instagram and she had her daughter and she was playing the Ice Spice, The Boy's a Liar with the Pink Panthers. And her daughter was in the background. You couldn't really see her daughter singing the lyrics or anything like that, but she was showing love back to Ice Spice because I don't know if any of y'all remember, Ice Spice was at the New York Fashion Week and they asked her about fashion icons. So let's play this.
New York Fashion Week tips. Just wear what you like, honestly. I love this outfit. It feels super happy. Who would you say is the ultimate New York style icon? That's such a tough question. Honestly, Lil Kim.
So, Little Kim, that was her way of shouting out back Ice Ice. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that was pretty dope. So, let's talk about Ice Spice. This is what I wanted to bring up in regards to just how I feel like, listen, I want to say this. The other night, like me and my nieces, and these are girls who are going to be 16 years old this year. So you have to realize the dynamic in regards to the music, what they grew up to. My nieces is hardcore Nicki fans. They love lyricism, right? And we all had to admit that, we all gave Ice Spice a chance. And I'm going to keep it real with you. Don't ever feel like you're the type of person. To me personally, and this is why, like I say to people, it's nothing wrong that if you stop liking Cardi over Nicki, because I understand it. A part of the reason why I don't like Cardi is because of the things that happened with Nicki, but I didn't like Cardi musically before that. So all I'm trying to say is like, I ain't really have no reason not to like Ice Spice. Just at first, I didn't really like her music like that. But as I listened to it more and more, you know what? It might not be as lyrical as Nicki, bar heavy or whatever. And I feel like we shouldn't even have to give that type of disclaimer before you say that you like her. I feel like I'm gonna go away with doing it because if you like a person, what's the point of even saying that? But what I'm trying to say is, it's like I listened to it over and over, and it's like it's the kind of the same thing I felt when I listened to Azealia Banks. She might not be as lyrical as Nicki, but she had music that I like. I feel like Ice Spice, she can bring it, she can carry a song, she can do what she do. The reason why I'm bringing her up in this video is because I think it's crazy that as new as she is, right? I feel like she kind of made her mark in her own way because nobody has really went pop like that. Nobody has went pop as quick as Ice Spice has done. Like, being on pop radio and all of that. Like, that shit is crazy to me. Like, I don't know. Like, let me bring this up real quick and show y'all. So Ice Spice, The Boy's a Liar, she's up to almost 200 million streams on Spotify off that song. And I feel like that's helping her catalog overall because then that's going to feed. You know how I try to tell y'all, I said when it comes to Big Lotto, and it's like none of her songs is like Big Energy is her biggest song, but the listeners are not flooding into any other music. They're not flooding into any other music. So Ice Spice got that going on. Also, you see Pink Panthers. I think yesterday may have been a slower day, but Pink Panthers on radio is climbing. And you see across the board, high on, 62 on iTunes, number 2 on Spotify, number 3 on Apple Music. So it's like that song is doing good for her. And I just feel like she's making her mark in a way, but I feel like with Ice Spice, she's making her mark in a way where it's like she got to keep up with that shit. But it's like she's kind of like laying that groundwork, like how I tell y'all that the female rappers, they don't do it like back in the day. Like when Foxy, she said I laid the groundwork with 5 hits before she dropped the album. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Ice Spice, she really getting that shit lit. And it's like, Nicki, she had her hits, but she didn't have her pop hit to super bass on the album. Boom. This is a good look for Ice Spice. So if she really like just do her thing and rock it right, I feel like, listen, this is somebody, because let's be honest, Cardi B just felt like a person that I couldn't support, especially with just everything that just happened or everything that happened. And, I was telling somebody before how I feel like social media ruins like the way that you view artists. I personally feel. So anyway, let's move on before we get too much into that with B.I.G. L.A. Yo, Big Lotto, she released her song on February 17th. This week, today marks 22 days that her song has been out, right? So Big Lotto, her song Lottery. So now she has 11 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Lottery has amassed 6,474,608 streams, right? On to date. So this was her pop record. This is what she said that she was going to continue to do because we all know when Lotto drops regular records, they don't, hood records or whatever. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like there's something missing. This is why I try to tell y'all this, and you might think that this is being judgmental or whatever, but I'm trying to tell you the experience from a person that lives in the urban hood, whatever you want to call it, is different from the Black Negro who is maybe raised in the suburbs or whatever. Our everything is different. Everything. And I don't like when people try to bring something to, you can't bring something to the table that people don't really want. Lotto was lucky, not blessed. Yes. So anyway, so this right here, Big Lotto, where's she at on here? Lottery. So it looks like it's slowing down just a little bit, but who knows? It might have been a Friday because the Pink Panther song was getting a million update. But Lotto, she's getting the radio play, but as you see, nobody's really interested in the song. It's not charting across. So I just felt like this, Lotto, it's going to be like back to the shed now. It's going to be back to the shed because you got what now? When the pop don't work, what are you gonna do now? And it's like, when you gonna go to the next biggest, you're gonna go to the next biggest sample. What you gonna do? Try to sample? Isn't it Alanis Morissette? Isn't it ironic next? Like, what are you really gonna do, sweetie? Posting these soul food Sunday plates, like, baby. Ah, man. To be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it real with you. And you might think that I'm critical when I do my commentary on music and stuff like that, but I'm the type of person that if an artist come in the game, I want an artist to stay. That's why I was so mad when Doechii, when Persuasive, y'all know y'all hear me talk about that regularly. I'm so mad that that record was done dirty. Hopefully, when she gets on with this new song and then the audience come in, maybe they'll go back and it'll make that song go viral and maybe it'll push it. You know, things happen like that. So I'm hoping because that song deserved it. It deserved it. So with Lotto, it's like, baby, back to the shed. Big Energy got 231, huh? Crazy. It's like, where are all the listeners at? Where are they at? Why they not feeding this song? I just don't get it. And it's like, I don't want to see a person come in the game and then they just fall out, get kicked out of their contracts, and it's just like they can't proceed. So let's move it on to Cardi B. So Cardi B, it was that whole talk about how they had approached the director of the movie BAPS. And I personally didn't agree with Cardi B being in it because, just number one, she's not a Black American. Like she's not, she's a Hispanic woman and that's fine as well. But it's just like Cardi B always tries to find a way to encroach upon the spaces I feel like of African American. It's like it's almost like you're not proud of yourself. I told y'all this. This is a quick survey of me. And you might think that this is wrong. I feel like if you're African American, I'm not saying all your friends got to be African American, but if you African American and all your friends is white, I'm sorry. I feel like that is some sort of self-hate to me. I personally feel like it. When I see Cardi B, I don't see her with no other baddies, no other Dominican baddies. Just, New York City got them by the, listen, they got them. I don't see it. So it's kind of fake to me. And maybe you don't look at life through the lens like that because you're just all mixed in. So anyway, to the topic at hand, Cardi B said, I don't even oh no, we're not even gonna put that person. Hold on. We can't put their name on the thing. No. So Cardi B said, I don't even know where the rumor came. So she responded to a fan who was talking about her being in the BAP. So she said, I don't even know where the rumor came about. Maybe we look so cute in the WAP video, kiss, kiss. Yeah, I don't really want to see her. Honestly, like I was telling you the other day, I personally feel like BAPS was a degrading and denigrating movie. Like my aunt was telling me when I was younger, I didn't really understand it then, but I ain't gonna lie to you, it still is an urban classic. That movie is still an urban classic. I just don't want to see Cardi in it. So listen, let's get straight into this. So Nicki Minaj,
Super Bowl.
got him like, uh-oh. Through the BOGO. Yeah. So let's get into the talk about Nicki Minaj. So she said when the Red Ruby came out, she was like, how this is a freestyle and XYZ, right? So I'm like, cool. So when the song came out, everybody loved it. Of course, the Lumi D beat is just sends you into it. The reproduction of the beat is not just a complete ripoff of the original song, but it has, the elements in it, and I love it. It has the beat behind it. It's hard. It sounds good in the car. That shit knocks so hard. And Nikki, when she introduced it, she said this was supposed to be a freestyle, another like, beam me up Scotty when she was doing something like that. So then I started seeing different things about the song. And maybe it's just that I'm gonna tell you this. I feel like with everything that Nikki's done in this music industry, as much as she has, changed the game for streaming for the women, for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody. She changed the game. So I feel like she should benefit, especially on Spotify, different platforms. I think she should be playlisted all the time. Lotto came out with a pop song and she's not on today's top hits. Red Ruby is on today's top hits at number 20. I'm going to drop it in the link. Please make sure a few times a day you stream Red Ruby from the Spotify today's top hits playlist. That's how the song overall streaming matters too, but streaming it from that playlist also helps. So I'm going to put that playlist. I'm going to put that playlist in the description of this video. Make sure that you click it. All right. So Red Ruby the Sleeves has now reached, and this was the other day. This is not even updated. So Red Ruby the Sleeves, and this was, without top playlisting, has now reached 91 million playlist reach on Spotify. Super Freaky Girl debuted with this number, but it was on today's top hits. So that is doing that. Without that, we have good playlists and without today's top hits. Yeah. So that was it right there. And that's I believe that's over, all of the I'm not sure if that's everybody's playlist because it's more than 500 playlists on there, but I think that's the more of the major playlist. So that's dope. So the reason why I said Nicki lied is because come on, you know that when Bad Gal come out, Bad Gal don't come for play. Like she ain't coming to play. And this song, you see how Nicki been out for 7 days. She amassed 11,357,403 streams off of Red Ruby the Sleeves. And Lotto's song been out for 22 days. days. This is 8 days stream. So 11 million in 8 days, and Lotto just crossed 6 million. I'm telling y'all, this is the same thing. This is why the numbers don't add up. If Big Energy was that big, why does this only have 48 million video streams on YouTube? Like 2 and 2 ain't making 4. A lot of y'all, I'm telling you, people just don't recognize like the fraud in it. I personally feel. And so Red Ruby This Sleaze, you know how Lotto was getting fed all of that radio play. We know that this song is better, right? That song has 1.98 million audience on, this is Rhythmic Radio. Give me a second. Yep, this is Rhythmic Radio. So Red Ruby This Sleaze is climbing. So yeah. So last week it got 490 plays. This week it got 561. It has a 1 million audience. So it's doing its numbers. And yeah, Pink Panthers, they got 6 million audience. What I noticed with this, and I don't think that this is fair, why does Rhythmic Radio have the audience cap? Well, I don't see that's not the cap. I guess I think if you have more spins, it depends on what you're positioning, but it says 18 million. So that looks like that's the peak, about 18 million, but pop radio peak is like 60 million. That's crazy to me. That is so crazy. So it's just like, if you only have a song that's for urban and rhythmic radio, you're only going to go but so far. That's why I think everybody wants to do pop now. Like Nicki took all of the shots for all of these rap girls. Now they want to do everything that they all complained about before. They want to do everything that everybody ridiculed Nicki for. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the what? Click. They already know. So listen, this is your boy LaRon, female rapper Lee. I ain't been here in a minute. So yeah, I was a little long-winded in this video. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you share my videos. You already know that I definitely want
It's mad that they nachos. Shout out my vatos. Shout out the hoes that's watching me like my vatos. Click. On them.
Yes, please do that. So listen, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm up out of here. Subscribe. Peace.